Now that you know how to generate scripts for your YouTube videos, I'm going to show you how to generate voiceovers in this lesson. Now, the site we're going to be using, or the tool we're going to be using, is ClipChamp. And the reason why we're using ClipChamp is because it is free. There are other tools you can use, 11 Labs. You can also even use Google AI Studio. Google AI Studio is free, but I prefer ClipChamp. You can as well try out the other voiceover tools. All right. But in this course, I'm going to be showing you how to use ClipChamp, and I'm recommending it for you. So this is ClipChamp right here. All you need to do is to type app.clipchamp.com in your browser, and to open up this page. You see this page. Now, in order to sign in or create an account, use Microsoft. Okay. If you use Google, you will still be prompted later on that you have to switch to Microsoft because it is owned by Microsoft. Do you understand? So just do not waste your time using Google, your Google account. If you don't have a Microsoft account, just create one. So I'm signing in right now. I'm in. Now you can use this ClipChamp on your web browser. You can definitely use it on your web browser, but I recommend you download or you install the desktop app by hitting this button right here. You can see this button right here, this here. Just click it to install the desktop app, and I already have it installed already. So I'm going to close this window. I'm going to close this window and open up the desktop app, right? But if you don't want to download the desktop app for reasons best known to you, you can use it again. You can use it right here. Okay, so let me just launch the desktop app right now. Now, what we are going to do right here is to click this create a new video button right here. You can see it. Let me just maximize this. Click this create a new video. Once you click it, this is what you are going to see on your screen. Now, the next thing to click is this record and create right here. Just click this. Then you scroll down on the side panel at the left hand side. Okay, just scroll down and you see this text to speech section here. Click it. Then the next thing to do is to come right here. See this microphone icon here. You click it. It's going to open up this panel for you. So this panel, this is where you select the language. Okay, if you want to generate a voiceover in English language, you leave it in English language. Okay, if you want to generate a voiceover in any other language, Chinese, German, Spanish, Vietnamese, just select it from here. Okay, but I'm going to be generating my voiceover in English language because my script is in English. Do you understand that? Now the next thing is this voice. And this voice section, if you scroll down, you will see different voices that you can select here. Different voices. Check them out. So this one, this is Chinese. Look at this. Different voices. If you want a female voice, you want a male voice, just select anything. So here, I'm just going to select anyone here. Let me just select this one. Okay. Now, if you want to preview the voice, just click this play button.
Choose from a variety of voices to help you create a
I can't hear it. I don't know if you are going to hear it because of the screen recording tool I'm using. I can't hear it from my own headset, or you might hear it in this recording. I mean, in this video. Okay, so now you're going to go to this advanced section. This advanced section here. If you want to change the emotion, see this emotion right here. We have neutral, we have empathetic, we have excited. If you want to make the voice sound excited, you can select this one. If you want it to be neutral, you want it to sound empathetic, just choose anyone here. Do you understand? Now, for the vocal pitch, if you want the pitch of the voice to sound high, like a female voice, a tiny voice, you can increase the pitch here to high or extra high. If you want it to sound really low, like a very low masculine voice, you can select this low, or you can increase it to even extra low. The extra low is really low. Okay, so I'm just going to select low right here. Low is okay. And then for the pace, if you want to increase the speed in which the voice will use to resize the script, you can do it right here. If you 2x it is going to sound faster. Okay, your voiceover will be faster and your video will be shorter. If you want to increase the length of your video, you can make the voiceover slower. Okay, so it's going to stretch it out. Do you understand me? So I'm just going to leave mine around 1 here. Okay, 1 is perfect. Now, let me just bring this up back, take it out back. This is where you are going to paste your text. That's the script. Okay, so I'll just minimize this a little bit, then come back here and let me close this. Then I'm going to go to Google Gemini and I'm going to copy the first part, just the first part, the part 1. Okay, just the part 1 is what you are going to copy. If you copy more than that, it's not going to fit into that text box. Okay, so just Control C to copy it, then come back to Clipchamp and then you simply paste it. Simple. You can see, then you click this save button right here to save the voiceover, to start the voiceover generation process. Okay, so click that save button and it's going to generate the voiceover for you. Now the voiceover has been generated, as you can see right here, and you see, if you look at this duration, it's 6 minutes long. Now to export this voiceover, all we need to do is to click this export button right at the top here. Then we select audio only. Okay, audio only. Now it has exported successfully. The size is just 8 MB. Now all you have to do is to hit the save to your computer. Once you do that, it's going to open up your file manager and you can save it. Now here you can save this with anything, but I suggest you do it like this. So the subject of our story is Elara. Okay, so I'm going to just put Elara here, and I'm going to put a dash or a hyphen, and then I'm going to just put 1 or part 1. So for the next part that I generate, I'm going to save it with Elara, then hyphen, then part 2. That way, you'll be able to know how to arrange your voiceover in CapCut, because it's not just one long voiceover that we're importing into CapCut. You have 2 parts right here. And if you are generating a 1 hour long voiceover or 1 hour long video, you're going to have probably like 5 parts, 10 parts. So you need to arrange them sequentially. And you do that by putting numbers. Okay, I'll put this as part 1. So the next voiceover that I'm going to generate here, which is the part 2, I'm going to put part 2 and then just simply click save. And also I suggest you create a folder. Okay, create a folder for Clipchamp. You can name it Clipchamp, and this is where you're going to be saving your voiceovers just for organization. All right, you can see right here I have the Clipchamp folder, I have 2 Nano banana folders. Okay, so this is where I save my images that I generate with Nano Banana for my video. And then for this Clipchamp, in this Clipchamp, this is where I save my voiceovers. As you can see right here, I have Freedom Part 14, Freedom Part 15, 16, 17, 18, up to 22 safe. So you can see what I'm talking about. So just hit the save button and you are good. If you want to generate the next voiceover, all you need to do is to click this keep editing right here and it will take you back to the timeline. Okay, once you are here, you simply hit your backspace and it's going to delete that voiceover. So you come back to record and create, scroll down, click text to speech, and then you paste the next part right here. So that's all. It's very easy. Your project or your assignment for this particular lesson is to install Clipchamp and generate your first voiceovers. All right, generate your first voiceovers, save them in your folder, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Now that you know how to use Nano Banana to create images and fuse images together, I'm going to be showing you how you can create a script for your YouTube video. So I've made this very easy for you. All you need to do is to copy the prompt right in this document. So you will find this document in the resources section of this course or the project section, whichever one. Just check for it. You'll find it. The name should be scriptboard prompts. All right. So on the first tab, which is the scripts gen prompt, you will find this prompt right here. Now, if you peruse this prompt, if you look at it, you will notice, let me cut this title out because it's what I want to use to demonstrate this. So you would notice that we have placeholders right here. We have this placeholder to insert the number of chapters that we want to generate. We have this for the story premise. And here too, we have this placeholder for the number of chapters. Let me just make this green so that's should, right? So it's green now. Another placeholder for chapters, and then the rest of the prompts. Now, all you need to do with these prompts is to come here. You're going to remove this, insert detailed story premise here, and then you paste your story, the title of the story, and probably, a little subtitle. Yeah, the title and subtitle of the story that you want to generate. Now you can get your title, you can brainstorm a title, by yourself, or you can use ChatGPT or even Gemini to brainstorm titles. Whatever video title you have, just put it here and just put a little explanation, to guide Gemini in generating the storyline or the script rather. Do you understand me? So here, I want to make this very short so I don't spend a lot of time, editing this video, showing you how to edit it. So I'm going to remove this placeholder too, and I'm going to put just one chapter. All right. And then the story must be exactly one chapter long. One chapter long. Okay. And then I'm going to let me just leave this. So right. Then for this 5,000 words, I want to reduce this. I don't want it to be so long. I'll just put 1,500 words. Okay. 1,500 words. Right. And then the rest of this, I don't need to do any other thing again. Now, what I need to do next is to copy this. I'm just going to use Control A to copy this. All right. Or let me just drag this upwards. Okay. And then copy everything. Copy. Then come back to Gemini and paste the prompt right here. Then enter. Send it to Gemini. And it will generate the script for you. Now, what the script is going to do is that it's going to generate one chapter. Just the story is just going to be one chapter, and it's going to break it into parts that are going to fit into the tool that we're going to be using for our voiceover. Now, our voiceover tool you cannot just carry 5,000 words and paste it in the voiceover tool for you to generate voiceover for you. It will not accept the 5,000 words. That's why we need to break it into parts that we can just copy and paste. Copy and paste. Do you understand me? It is done. Now, notice something. This is what chapter 1, part 1. If I scroll down just a little bit, if I scroll down just a little bit, I'm going to see what chapter 1, part 2. And then if I scroll down, I don't think it's going to be a part 3. Okay, good. Now, if you are generating a multi-chapter story just because you want a longer video, probably a 1 hour plus video, then obviously you are going to you're going to change the prompt here. You're going to change this. So let me say probably 3 chapters. I think three chapters should be enough for a 1 hour video. Okay. 3 chapters. And then here too, you're going to change this to what? To 3 chapters. And this 1,000 words, you can still increase this to what? 5,000 words or 3,000 words. But the main thing is Gemini should what? Split it into parts. All right. So this is exactly how you can generate your scripts using Gemini. It's very, very easy. All you need is this prompt right here in the resources section. Okay. Then you need your title and your subtitle. It will also work with just a title, but it's going to come up with its own story idea. Do you understand? It's going to come up with its own storyline. But if you have a particular storyline in mind, then you're going to include it in the subtitle, and then you simply send it to Gemini and it will generate a script for you. All right. And then this script is not just a constant, it's not a law. If you want to edit anything in the script, you are free to edit it. Just copy it, make a copy of this document or paste it in your notepad. And if you want to change the total length, if you want to change this critical formatting rule, just leave it. Okay. If you want to change something in this style, like this part where I put the tone should be direct, visceral, and graphic when necessary to capture the full intensity of the subject matter. This means if you are generating a story that has to do with probably horror or terrifying moments, I don't want Gemini to censor anything or try to make it mild. but you might run into problems. You might have, difficulties generating images for that kind of script, because most image generators won't generate violent stuff, or terrifying or sad, or all those kind of stuff. It's not, they won't generate it. Do you understand me? So if you don't want this, if you want Gemini to always censor or make it mild, then you can change this. Okay, you can change this. So it's all in your power, but just leave the rest alone. This prompt is what is going to help you to generate a script for your voiceover. So in the next lesson, I'm going to be showing you how you can generate a voiceover for your YouTube video using the scripts that you just generated with Gemini. So I will see you in the next lesson. Now that you understand how to generate a script using Gemini, you now understand how to generate a script and how to generate the voiceover. All right. You now understand how to generate the script using Gemini and how to generate the voiceover for your video using Clipchamp. So in this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to generate matching images for your video. Now, do not forget that we are generating. Now, do not forget that we are creating a. Now, do not forget that this is YouTube automation, and what YouTube automation is all about. Now, do not forget that we Now, do not forget that what we are doing in this course is YouTube automation. And what YouTube automation is all about is Now, do not forget that what we are doing in this course is YouTube automation. And all YouTube automation is all about. Now, do not forget that what we are doing in this course is YouTube automation. And for YouTube Now, do not forget that in this course, what we are doing is YouTube automation. And YouTube automation is all about generating every single thing from the voiceover, the scripts, the thumbnail using AI. All right, using AI, and that's why we're going to be working with AI images. I also implore you to go to YouTube and search storytelling channels. Just type storytelling or type tales or type folk tales or stuff like that. Just search them on YouTube and check out the channels. You'll actually get inspiration from them. All right, so the next thing we're going to be doing is to generate images that will match our script, and this is exactly how we're going to do it. First of all, we're going to duplicate this, or we'll simply just open a new Gemini tab. Now, this is how we are going to do it. First of all, we're going to open a new Gemini tab. All right, a new Gemini tab. Now we are going to Now we are going to open another Gemini tab. Okay, another one. So we'll have 3 Gemini tabs open. Now, the next thing you are going to do is to visit this prompt document. All right. Now, in the second tab here, look at it on the left hand side, or if you even scroll down, you're going to see the next one, storyboard prompts. This is the next document tab. Now, this prompt is what we are going to use. You can read it if you want to. This prompt is what we are going to use to generate our images. Now, in this part here, we are going to insert our full scripts chapter. Okay, we're going to insert it. Now, for very long scripts, what you are going to do is to come to Gemini here. You don't need to copy everything. You can just copy the chapter 1, part 1 only, first of all. You can start with the part 1 first, or you can just copy every single thing. I think everything here should fit in. Just copy everything in chapter one. But if your chapter one is really long, let's say like 5,000 words above, then you can start just copy each part. All right, copy each part. But here I'm going to copy everything since it's not really long. Just going to copy everything, and here I'm going to come back. Um, I'm going to come back here and just paste it. I'm going to paste it right here. Good. So you can see what I just did now. So I'm going to copy everything now. I'm going to copy the whole prompt. Now that I've copied it, just Ctrl C to copy everything. I'm going to come to this Gemini here, I'm going to come to Gemini here, to this one, and I'm going to paste this, then enter. Now, what this prompt is going to do is it's going to generate prompts for you to use to generate the images. Do you understand me? Now, you can try, you could actually just tell Gemini or Nano Banana what you want to create. Let's say a boy standing on a tree, a boy going to, on a ship. But it's so much better to generate the prompts that you want to use to generate the images using AI, because AI is going to what? Going to create, so it's going to create better prompts for you. Do you understand me? That's why we are generating the prompts using Gemini before actually generating the images. Now look at this. If we scroll down, you can see for the short one, the city of I don't know, is this Veridia, did not simply exist. Look at it. This prompt has given us the prompt. For the short two, this part, there's a prompt for it. For short three, this part is a prompt for it. There's a prompt for it too. And then if you scroll down, see everything. Short 12, there's a prompt for it. Then, would you like me to continue with the next part of the script? Actually, in this prompt, I told it not to what. If I scroll down to the instructions of this prompt, you would see here, and I told it, where is the part? Okay, so you will process the scripts in manageable chunks, because I've actually gave it a long script, if I gave it a lot and I told it to actually generate everything, all the prompts, it would be too much. Like you have to scroll up, scroll down. So just generating everything in manageable prompts, I mean in manageable chunks for us. All right. So once it's done with a particular chunk, all you need to do is what? Type yes, continue with the next one, and to continue just like that. So you see how powerful this prompts document is. You can find it in the resources section for free. So just go there, open it, and start working with it. So the first one we're going to start from the beginning. This is the first shot. Look at it. An extreme wild, wherever wide rather, not wild. So I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to go to my third Gemini tab, and I'm going to open up the tools and select create images. And I'm going to just paste this and enter. Generating image already. The image has been generated. Look at it. It's very, very easy. You see? So you can continue generating everything, or if you don't want to be scrolling up in order to download, to start downloading everything, you can just download it right now. Click download full size here. This download icon here. It should also be. It's not. Let me see. No, it's not here. So just hit this download icon right here, and it's going to download the image for you. All right. So I'll just download this now. And it has been downloaded already, as you can see right here. So this is how we are going to do for every other part of the script. You can see you're going to copy. After doing this one, next thing you want to do is what? Copy this next prompt, and then come to your third Gemini tab and paste this. So you see, this makes it so much faster for you. So if you follow this workflow that I'm giving you, you'll be able to push out content faster. If you've actually been doing this before, if you've been doing YouTube automation, this workflow that I came up with is going to help you to push out content even twice as fast as you've been doing it. Okay, as you've been doing this before. Now look at this. The reason why we are using Nano Banana is because of the image consistency. You can see that this first image looks identical to this second one, or this second one looks identical to this first one. You can see the scenery. Look at it. So this is exactly what you are going to do. When you are done with all of this, done with all the shots, all you need to do is to what? Tell it what? Continue with the next part of the script. All right. And that's it. Very, very easy. This is how you generate, the storyboard for the images. And that's all. So this is how you storyboard images using Gemini. You storyboard images for your scripts. Storyboard. This is what I call storyboard. Storyboard. Okay, storyboarding images for your script. All right. So you download everything and you are going to import it into CapCut. And that is and that's exactly what I'm going to be and that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you in the next lesson. I'm going to be showing you how to download, and that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you in the next lesson. I'm going to be showing you how to import and arrange all your elements, the voiceover and the images in CapCut. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Now that you understand how to storyboard images for your script, in this lesson, we are going to begin the video creation process proper. All right, so we're going to start by opening up CapCut. So if you don't have CapCut, install CapCut right now. It's very, very easy to install CapCut. Just go to your App Store, your Microsoft App Store, or you simply search, you open a new tab in your browser and you search CapCut download for MacBook or for Windows, and you download it from there. Right. So I already have the CapCut desktop app right here. So I'm just going to open it up. Now, all you need to do is to click this big create project button. It's so visible right here. So just click it and it's going to create a new project for you. So this is our CapCut interface and I have a pro subscription. Take note of that. Now, it's very, very advisable. I advise you to get a pro subscription if you can. But if you can't, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I mean, really, really totally fine. I'm going to show you how you can work around it. Okay. I'm going to show you how to avoid the pro features and just make do with what CapCut will give you for free. So the next thing to do right here is to import our resources. We're going to begin by importing the voiceover that we generated using Clipchamp. So this is the import button right here. It's in this tab right here. I don't need to really start explaining the parts of CapCut, the different features of CapCut. I don't need to do that in this course. I have a full course dedicated to that. So you can check my profile and enroll in that course to understand CapCut better. But I'm going to be showing you just what you need for this YouTube automation right here. All right. So I'm going to click this import button right here. And here in my Clipchamp folder, I have the two voiceovers that I generated, just two. So I'm just going to tap this one and then I'm going to hold down the control button. I'm going to hold down the control button and tap this Elara part 2. And then I'll just click open. So if you have more voiceovers, we have up to 22 parts. You select everything and click import. So that you import everything at once. All right. Now you can see the two voiceovers right here. All I need to do is to just hover my cursor over one of them because everything is selected right now. So just hover my cursor over one of them. Then I'm going to left click and drag it down. Left click and drag it down to my timeline. So it's going to drag all the voiceovers together to the timeline. As you can see right here, part 1 and part 2, because they were both selected here. All right. So it is done. My voiceovers are here already. Now, the next thing I need to do is to import my images. Okay, so I already downloaded 2 images already from Gemini, and that's what I'm going to import right now. Actually, it's just one, but I've imported it already. This is it, the first video, the first image for the first scene. Okay, so to zoom out your timeline, if you want to elongate it, to zoom it out, this is the slider right here. just slide it. Okay, slide it to zoom it out. I'm just going to slide this like this all the way here. And then I'm going to drag and drop this first image on my timeline. You can see how tiny it is. If I still want to zoom this out, I'm going to use this part right here, this slider right here, or the shortcuts. If you want to check out all the shortcuts, you come here to this part. Look at this icon here. Just click it and it's going to open up the shortcuts pane for you. All right. Now there's something wrong here. Let me just zoom this out so that you can see better. Okay. So this is our first image.
The city of Viridia did not
Now, this aspect ratio is wrong. Have you ever seen a YouTube video that is this size, this square size? No, that's the answer. So, the reason why it's this square size is because the image that we imported, first of all, is square size. Okay. So, all you need to do is to come here to this ratio at the bottom here, this aspect ratio. You're going to click it and then you're going to select 16:9. Okay. 16:9. Now, you can see what just happened. Boom, it has already changed it to the normal YouTube video format. Now, you know how to import resources into CapCut. This is the import button right here, this plus icon. You click it and you import from your computer. Now, the first thing we're supposed to do before importing these images is to generate captions. Now, that's a very, very important step you need to take before importing the images. All right. Now, to generate the captions, all you need to do is to come here beside filters. You can see these captions here. Just click it and you can see right here, spoken language. Just leave everything. Just leave this alone. Leave this alone. What you need to do is to what? Click this generate. What I'm seeing here now is that this is a pro feature, but I think if you download CapCut for the first time, you should be able to generate captions, let me say like 3 times, okay, for free. You should be able to do that, but you need these captions. If you don't use these captions, you actually spend much more time, on this video because you'd have to listen to the voiceover yourself. Now, this is the advantage you actually get as a pro user. Okay, so I'm just going to click this generate button. So I do not want you to complain about having to get CapCut Pro. No, don't do that. Do not do that. Okay, so it's a sacrifice that you need to make. If you cannot do that, then you'd have to find a way to bypass it. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to explain that later once these captions are done generating. So do not complain, okay? It's either you have it or you do not have it. All right. So the voiceovers have been generated. Now I'm going to show you exactly why you need this voiceover. So this is the first image, right? Let's go back to Gemini. Now look at this part. The first shot, the short one, you can see it starts with the city of Veridia, right? That's where the first image, that's what the first image is for. So what we're going to do is to check this city of Veridia in our caption, even though this is not really necessary for the first image because you are just going to place the first image at the starting of the video, right? So let me just go ahead and do this for the second image so you understand what I'm talking about. This is the second image that I generated using Gemini for the video. So let me just download this. Now, the question that we're trying to answer using Gemini is, where are we supposed to place this image? Where are we supposed to place this image? And in order to answer this question, what we're going to do is to come back here to Gemini and then we check it. This short 2 starts where? At its cobblestone streets. It's cobblestone streets and what? It ends at the exhausted flow of humanity, or let's say it ends at for 17 years. What I'm trying to say is that where the voiceover says it's cobblestone streets, or where you see this it's cobblestone streets in the caption, that is where you're going to place the second image. And the second image is going to stop at this place before this for 17 years. Because this for 17 years is where the third image is going to begin. Do you understand that? So I've downloaded that now. Let me just import it to CapCut and then, it's going to begin at this side and it's going to end at this side. So let me go back to CapCut now and import that image. So this is the second image. I'm just going to drag this and drop it on the track. Okay. Now, the next thing to do is to click any of these captions. I'm just going to click this one. I'm going to click this one now. And then I'm going to come here to this caption section. This caption section, and I'm going to just scroll and look for it's cobblestone streets. Look at it here. So I'm just going to click this, and it's going to take my playhead. This is what we call the playhead in CapCut. It's going to take it directly to where that text is. Do you understand what's happening now? So I'm just going to zoom this in a little bit, and I'm going to drag this here. Now, if I drag this and release it, what's going to happen? It's going to magnet, but it's going to be attracted back to this first image. Why? Because of distance. So what you need to do is turn off this main track magnet, and you're going to take this here. Okay, we're going to take this to this playhead, and we're going to drag this one, the first image, just hover your cursor over at the direct edge, directly at the edge here. We're going to drag it. You left click it and you drag it. Left click, hold, and drag to meet this one. Simple. So where is this one supposed to end? Where was this supposed to end? Let me click this back, and then I think it ends. I do not remember. Let me go back to Gemini. So it ends where? It ends at the exhausted flow of for 17 years. It ends here. Okay. So let me go back to CapCut, and where is for 17 years? For 17 years, for 17 years. Just going to scroll and find this. Have I passed it already? Okay, for 17 years is right here. Look at it right here. So I'm going to click this now, and it's going to take my playhead directly to where this is. Now I'm just going to drag this to end here. As simple as that. As sim it's you see how easy this is. This workflow is going to 2x your speed at creating videos. Okay, so if you have a target to hit 200 videos or 100 videos within, let me say, 2 months, if you do this every day, at least you should be able to ship out 2 or more videos. Okay, or even if it's just one, you'll be able to do it in no time. I have time for every other thing. When I started YouTube automation, I used a whole day for my first video. Okay, because I had to like listen to the voiceover, and then wherever I felt like I needed an image change, I'll go and generate the image and place it there. Even though this is what you might have to do if you do not have the CapCut Pro. Okay, so what I mean is that if you do not have CapCut Pro, you won't have the luxury of this, of having to generate captions and checking for it directly here. So what you are going to do now, since you do not have captions for your video, is you are going to be playing the video. Okay,
It was a
you are
sprawling,
going to listen
gray
wherever you hear it's cobblestone street. You simply just pause the video immediately. So you're going to pause at the playhead there, and you're just going to what? Drag your image there. Simple as that. That's if you don't have the captions to guide you. Do you understand me? So that's what you're going to do. So I have added these 2 images already. I can just go ahead to do the third one. The third shot is right here. I'll just what? Copy this prompt right here. Copy it and come to my third tab. I'm going to paste it here and let it generate. Now, for this third image, it's going to begin at for 17 years, exactly where the second image ended, and it's going to end at what? Her world. All right, so let this generate. You can see it now. This is Elara in the city, the same city right here. You see how beautiful this is. You see how easy it is. Just download this and go back to CapCut. And okay, let this download, so I'll show you. So now I'm going to import this by clicking this button. Now I've imported it. All I have to do is to drag it to where this one ended. Okay, I'm going to drag this, and let me just zoom out and drag this to stop exactly where this one ended. Oh, this is turned off. Auto snapping. Always make sure that this auto snapping is turned on. Okay, so it's going to save you a lot of time. Make sure it's turned on. So now that I can see the blue line right there, I can now release it, and it's going to start exactly where this one stopped. So this is exactly how you are going to add your images to your voiceover. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead to add the images for the rest. Actually, it's too long. I'm not going to add everything. But in the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to make this fill up the screen, and how to add the Ken Burns effects. I'm gonna see you in the next lesson. And if you have not left a review for this course, please do so now. Leave a review. If you're enjoying this course, if you have learned something new, leave a review for me right now. Thank you so much. Now you understand how to import your assets into CapCut and how to align your images with your voiceover. So in this lesson, I'm going to be explaining the Ken Burns effect to you. We're going to be applying the Ken Burns effect to our video. Now, what is the Ken Burns effect? The Ken Burns effect is a technique that involves slow panning and zooming over still photographs, giving static images a sense of motion and emotional depth. So this effect is used in documentaries where the actual video footage does not exist. Okay, and we're going to use it in this our video because we are not using video footages, we are using images. But we don't just want to just play the images like that. People might get bored. Okay, people might get bored and click away. We want to give these images a sense of motion, and that is what I'm going to be teaching you how to do in this lesson using CapCut. But before we do that, we need to do something right here. So you can see this video. Look at this video now. This video, the ratio of this our video here is 16:9. But our images are still square footages. We need to make these images fill up the screen. Okay, and how do we do that? Once you are done aligning all your images with your this with the captions, what you need to do is to select everything. You are going to hover your cursor, just put it on the blank part of the main timeline. Okay, so just put it, and then you are going to left click and hold, then you drag it. Okay, you drag it to select everything. Done. Now the next thing to do, let me drag this playhead here so that you can see the images. The next thing you are going to do is to, you can just drag the edges here, you can drag it to the fills up, or you can simply just increase the scale right here. Okay, so I'm just going to drag the scale. You're going to increase it until it fills up the screen. Boom, we are done. If I come here now, if I just drag the playhead here, you see every image now fills the screen. See, see, see. You see how easy it is? This is exactly how you make the images what you turn your square images into 16:9 in order to save YouTube. Now that we've done this, the next thing we want to do is to add the Ken Burns effect. And what I mean by the Ken Burns effect is we want to make these images slowly zoom out, or slowly zoom in, or slowly pan to the left. We just need to give the images some motion. We don't just want the images to be still on the screen like this. Do you understand me? If I play this video now,
And river fog. It's cobblestone street.
you see that the images are not moving at all. Now, what we are going to do is to what? We are going to come here, just select any parts of the timeline in order to deselect everything. Now we're going to select one image. So this is the first image. I will simply come here to animation. Okay, come here to animation. Here we have different animations. We have the in, we have the out, and we have combo. These are different animations, and you need to take note of this. Look at this icon. Wherever you see this icon, that means the animation you want to use is pro. But thankfully, oh, not thankfully, actually, this one's actually pro too. The zoom in and zoom out animations are pro, but that's not a problem. I'm going to show you a way to work around it. All right, so I'm just going to, oh, this zoom out. Look at this zoom out. This zoom out is a free animation. So just check for free animations to use. Make sure that you're not using an animation that is too much in quotes. Like this one now. This one is just unnecessary. A simple zoom in or zoom out or pan left animation is enough. Do you understand? So I'm going to select this zoom out now. Now note that this is an in animation. So what this means is that when the video starts, at the beginning of this video, the beginning of this image rather, that is where this animation is going to be applied. Now I can override this by simply coming to this duration part here. Now simply drag this slider all the way up.
The city of
Now
Viridia
let's
did
do
not
this
simply
and see
exist.
what's
It
happening.
festered. It was a sprawling, gray wound carved into the
See that it
landscape,
happens for the
weeping a
whole
perpetual
duration
mist
of
of
the
coal
image.
smoke and river fog. It's
Now for the
cobblestone
next
street.
image, now I can click it and Since I'm a pro user, I can use the zoom out.
It's
I'm
cut
a pro user, so I can use the zoom out.
with
Now, you see the way this it has stopped now. It has stopped zooming.
exhausted
You
flow.
can decide to add an out animation, but it's going to waste time. Okay, you can decide to do it if you really, really want, add animations to your images, but it might not really matter. Do you understand me? You can come to the ending and just add the zoom in or zoom in or zoom out. I don't know, anyone. Pick anyone and add it. So when this
Carrying
is
a
here,
sluggish, exhausted flow of humanity. For 17 years, the
okay, it did not actually add. Let me see. Animation and outs. Where is zoom out? So no zoom out here. Okay. I don't want to use this one. Okay, this zoom. Oh, this is the reason why. Because this zoom in, I mean, the in animation I added goes all the way to the beginning. I mean, to the ending, while the out animation actually has no duration. So, what I need to do here is just to increase the duration of the out animation by dragging the slider to the left hand side, just like that. All right. Watch what happens when I play this video.
packed tenements were veins carrying a sluggish, exhausted flow of humanity. For 7
See what just happened. So, the out animation, if you look at this timeline very well, look at it closely. Let me zoom. Look at it. This is where the in animation ends, and this is where the out animation ends. Okay. See how easy it is. Now, for those of you that are not pro users, but you really want to use the in and out, you want to make your videos, I mean, your images zoom in and out. This is what you are going to do. Listen carefully. Okay. Watch me closely. You're going to click on the image. We're going to make use of a feature known as keyframes. Okay, we're going to add a keyframe animation. So after clicking on the image, you're going to go to this video tab right here. Okay, now you're going to see this diamond icon here. You're going to click this diamond icon that is beside this transform. Okay, click it at the beginning of, let me zoom this out, at the beginning of the image clip. Okay, so I can drag this, I can drag this around, I can drag this to the beginning, I can drag this to the beginning. Just click it. Now you're going to bring your playhead, click your playhead here and drag it to the end, somewhere around the end. So I'm just going to bring it here. And then at this side, I'm going to increase the scale. I'm going to increase the scale. Okay, see, I'm just going to increase the scale like this and leave it. Once I release it, you notice that it has automatically added a keyframe here. Now, let me play the video for you so you see what has happened.
For 17 years, Elara had known nothing else. She was a part of that flow, a nameless, forgotten corpuscle in the city's ailing heart. Her world
So you see, I just added the same zoom in animation to this image here without having to use the pro animation here. So what I did is I added a keyframe at the beginning and then at the ending I added a keyframe and increased the scale. So what this keyframe does is that it gradually increases this scale slider. Okay, it animates it so that we can actually mimic the zoom out or I mean the zoom in animation right here. Okay, so if you do not have the pro feature, if you don't have CapCut Pro access, this is what you are going to do. You're just going to have to do it for every single image clip. Okay, so for every single image clip, you come here, add the keyframe at the beginning, put your playhead there, and then you increase the scale a little bit. So boom,
her world was a cage built of
you can see the way it's zooming already. Now, if you want to add a zoom out animation, or even a pan left animation, what I mean by pan left is the image moving. Look at this image. If you want it to move to the left, wants it to move to the left or move to the right, any one of them. Let me just um undo this. That's called panning left. It's moving to the left, and if it's moving to the right, that's called panning right. Now, if I want to add the zoom out animation to this image right here, the zoom out animation is the opposite of this zoom in animation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the end of the clip. Remember, for the zoom in animation, we started at the beginning of the clip. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to start at the end of the clip here. So I'm going to add a keyframe to it. Simple. And I'm going to go to the beginning of the clip here. And I'm going to what? Increase the scale. I'm going to increase the scale. You can see. Now, let me play this.
The constant, abrasive sting of lie on her perpetually raw hands, and the
You can see what just happened. It's very, very, very easy. You can do the same thing for panning left and panning right. If you want this image to move from the left to the right, first of all, the first thing you need to do is, so let me just increase the size. I'll increase the scale of this image. Why? Because if I don't increase the scale of this image and I pan it to the left, see what happens. The image is going to move to the left and you see this background here. If I don't want that to happen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size of this image so that I will have room to move to the left. Do you understand? Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add I'm going to add a keyframe at the beginning, a transform keyframe at the beginning. Okay. And I'm just going to go to the end of the clip here. I'll come to the end of the clip here and I'm just going to move the image to where I want it to be. You can do that by holding, clicking, left clicking the image and what? Moving it. Okay. If I want it to move here like this, I want it to move here. I can do that, right? And I can even increase the scale too if I want, just a little bit. Simple. Now, if I play this image, it's what you're going to see now.
and the deep, gnawing ache of a hunger that was never truly satisfied, only ever dulled.
You can see what just happened. You see how easy it is. Very easy. So, not having CapCut Pro is not an excuse for you to not do YouTube automation. All right. I have just taught you how to do it using keyframes. If you don't have CapCut Pro for these animations, okay, even though these ones are actually faster, because for these keyframes you have to like add them, add here. If you add for this first image, you have to add for the next one and like that. But it's a sacrifice to make if you don't have the money to get CapCut Pro. Do you understand me? So this is how you do the Ken Burns effect to make your videos much more interesting. All right. So you're going to do it for everything, for all the images in your video. And that's about it. Do you understand? So in the next lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to generate intros for your videos. All right. So I'm going to see you in the next lesson. And again, if you have not left a review, please do that right now. All right. Now that you understand how to add the Ken Burns effect to all your images in your video, I'm going to teach you something very interesting right now. Okay, so this is a new development. I'm sure you must have heard about View 3, something called View 3 or Google Flow. Now, View 3 is Google's flagship video generation model and it generates videos from text prompts and images. Okay, now YouTube automation people, let me say that, let me put it that way. People running YouTube automation channels have adopted this new strategy of animating their first images. Okay, what I mean by animating is turning them to videos. So these videos will actually help with audience retention because the first 30 seconds of your video are very important. Okay, so this video that we have right here begins with just an image with a Ken Burns effect. But we could actually make this a video, and we are going to do that using View 3. Okay, so let's go to our browser right now. In order to access View 3, all you need to do is to visit labs.google.com. And one thing you need to notice that it is not free. You can only use View 3 if you have access to the Google AI Pro plan. If you're a Google AI Pro subscriber. Now, you can access Google AI Pro plan by simply paying for it. I think it's about $20 per month. I don't really remember, but you pay for it. That's for the Google AI Pro plan. That gives you 1,000 credits per month. And there's also the Google AI Ultra plan that gives you, I think, about 20,000. I don't remember. Just you can check the pricing page. You will see it once you visit labs.google.com and you don't have a subscription. Now, there is there's another option for you to do, for you to use rather. This is what you can do. Google AI Pro plan, there's a free trial for it, a 30 days free trial. Now you're going to use your card to sign up for the free trial, but make sure to cancel that free trial before the end of the duration, okay? Before the end of the month, the 1 month. Because if you have money, you are going to be charged for it. And if you don't want to pay for it, you end up paying for it. Do you understand me? Now you have this option to use the free trial. And when the free trial has expired, what you are going to do is you are going to use another email account, another email address to sign into labs.google.com. Now you are going to use a different card. You can buy a dollar card online or you can use someone else's card. And you're going to sign up for that same free trial again. So by the end of that month, the next month, you are going to do it again on another account. So you can use this method to get free access to Google AI Pro plan and View 3. Do you understand me? Now, I don't know whether in the future it's going to be free, but I believe so. Sometime in the future, everyone is going to get access to View 3, even though you might be limited, but everyone will get access. But for now, it is not free. So here in Google Flow, this is where we are going to generate the video for our intro. You can also do it on Gemini. That's if you have the AI Pro subscription. You can see right here, I have the subscription. So that means if I click this tools button here, I will have this option here. You can see this create videos with view option. You will see this if you are not a pro subscriber. Do you understand me? Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come to this first image. Okay. The first image, look at it. I'm going to copy the prompt. First of all, I'm going to copy the prompt. Now, I'm going to duplicate this tab again. I'll duplicate this tab. See how many Gemini tabs are actually opening? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to duplicate this. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to come here to the tools and I'm going to select create videos with View 3. This is going to start a new chat. Okay, so I'll just start the new chat. And here, I'm going to paste the prompts. And then I'm going to go back to this, my other tab. And then I will copy this image. I'm going to use it as my reference image. Do you understand? Then I'll come back to this place here and simply paste it. Oh, it didn't actually paste. I think I have to download it. I have to download it, okay? So I can't paste it directly. Or can I? Can I? I should be able to. Okay, I can't. So I'll just upload it now. Add photo. So you can see that I've uploaded it already. Now, before I send this, I also want to do it on Google Flow. Okay, so I will show you how to use Google Flow. Here, we are going to click New Project. Okay, the New Projects button right here. And when it loads up, this is what you are going to see. All you need to do is to what? See, generate a video with text. This is text to video. Let me zoom this out. Okay. So what you are going to do right now is to click this drop down right here. And then you are going to select ingredients to video. Okay. What this ingredients to video allows you to do is to upload that image or multiple images to generate a video with. All right. So I'm just going to paste this right now, paste the text, and then I'm going to upload that image by simply clicking this and then selecting upload. So here I need to crop this image. As you can see, I need to crop it to make it look 16:9 YouTube size, YouTube video size. Okay, so just crop and save and we are good to go. Now, the next thing to do is just hit this button and let it generate the video for me. All right. I don't know what's happening here, but I'll get back to this now. Let me come back to Gemini here. So I'll just send this to Gemini and let it do what it does best. All right. So it's generating the video already. Good. Good. So now let's come back to Google Flow and determine what's happening here. Oh, it just worked now. You know what I just did? I used the frames to video feature instead. The difference between this frames to video feature and the ingredients to video feature is for the ingredients to video feature, you have the ability or the freedom to upload different images and not have to confine them specifically to the beginning of the video or the end of the video. But for frames to video, you can see right here, this plus icon, the first one means that the whatever image you upload is what is going to begin the video. And for the ending part, if you upload something here, the image is what is going to be used to end the video. I hope you understand that. So you can see this is basically just the Ken Burns effect. It's zooming in. But the difference is that you can see the smoke actually moving. This is a real video. Do you understand? And it actually has sound, even though I can't hear the sound because of what I'm using to record this video. And then let's play this one. Let's see that they are similar, very, very similar. I can go to the next one, to the next prompt or the next image, which is the image of this guys here. I can download it and generate another video. Let me just do that right now and show you. So it is done. Let's play this now. You can see what just happened. We turned a static image into a video of these guys actually working. You see how powerful this View 3 is. So powerful. Now, what you can do is for your video or in your video, you can decide to animate the first 3 images. But you need to take note that each video would be 8 seconds long. Veo 3 can only generate videos that are 8 seconds long. So let's look at this one. Look at this first image. It's actually 10 seconds long. But the second image here should be less than 10 seconds long. Okay, here it's 11:26, and here it's at 22. So I think it's still more than 10 seconds long, but you need to take that into consideration. If you use the video, okay, if you use the video, you'd have to find a way to elongate it. And in order to elongate or lengthen the video so that it fits these 10 seconds, because as you can see, this whole image here lasts for 10 seconds. Look at the scale up here. It's not actually 10 seconds. It's about 11 and 11 point something seconds. You can see, look at the scale up here. Look at the scale up here. Now, if you replace this image with an 8 seconds video, you know what's going to happen? You're going to have like about 2 seconds or 3 seconds left here. And it's going to be blank. So in order to take care of that, this is what you're going to do. Let me just download that video now and show you. Back here in Google Flow, all you need to do is to hit this download button, and then you can upscale it. And if you click this upscale here, it's going to download it as 180p. This is what I recommend so that your video will look fire. You understand me? To look very, very quality. So let me just wait for this to upscale. At the same time, I don't want to waste so much time. So I will just click this and download the original size so that it downloads immediately. So it has been downloaded already. It's the same thing in Google Gemini here. If you come here, sorry, it's this tab, right? Just hover over it. You're going to see download somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, see this download button here to download the video. So let's import it to CapCut now. This is the video. This is the video right here. I'm just going to come here and delete this image. Delete this image, and I'll drag this video onto the timeline. Now you can see so much space here. If you want to cover up this space, this is what you can do. You can come to this speed section. Okay, come to this speed here. Then you reduce the speed. When you reduce the speed, you see that it gets longer because the video becomes slower. Reduce it, keep reducing it until it covers it up. You can see, very, very simple. Very, very simple. Now, this is how you generate an intro video for your YouTube automation channel videos. I don't know if you got that. You understand me? So if you really, really need intro videos, which I recommend you use, this is how you do it. But if you don't have access to View 3, even though I've actually shown you how to get it for free, if you still do not have access to it, you can just make do with the images. There are monetized channels that don't even use this video at all. They just work with the Ken Burns effect. Some don't even work with the Ken Burns effect. They just put images and boom, it works out for them. So Just do what you can do. Do you understand me? So you can also do it for the outro. You can take the last image in your video, the last image, even though it doesn't really matter because not everybody is going to watch up to the ending. But you can decide to add the video there, even though it's not necessary, honestly. But you can add it anywhere, anywhere you want. If you want to animate this image of the girl, you can animate it using View 3. Do you understand me? So, in the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to generate thumbnails for your YouTube videos. See you there.